proprio piazze ma si devono fare su quel sistema che struttura una certa adesso non posso
Okay, bonjour, good morning, hello and welcome to Quebec City for the first week of the 2025 men's VNL competition. My name is Matt Prosser. I'm part of the ABTV broadcasting crew. I'll be here all week helping out and supporting, and it's a distinct pleasure and honor to be able to host this international press conference with some of the best players in the world leading up to competition starting tomorrow. Introductions of the players here up on the tables is Canada head coach Dan Lewis, captain of Team Canada Finn McCarthy. Just to my left here, captain for Team Italy is Simone Gianelli. Next to him is the French team captain and Olympic gold medalist Trevor Klevno. For Bulgaria, team captain Ilya Petkov, middle blocker. And next to him is Jan Zimmerman, the captain from the German national men's volleyball team. We're going to start with a few questions for Dan Lewis, the new head coach for Team Canada. And then we will go across the table and ask several questions to each player. We'll reserve some time at the end for press questions. If you do have a question that you would like to ask, please raise your hand and we'll get the microphone over to you so that you can be heard and the players as well can hear what your questions are. So with that, Dan, if you could please, an opening statement about this week here in Quebec City and what you're looking forward to.
Well, thank you everyone for being here, and good luck to all the players. As the only coach here at the moment, I'll just say thank you on behalf of all the teams for all the hard work that goes into putting on an event like this. Thank you to Team Canada's working force, and Jill, your enthusiasm is great, bud. Love it. And hopefully that will transfer into a great week for everyone.
Thank you, Dan. Dan, this is your first international event as the head coach of Team Canada. You're a former player on this team and wore the uniform for several international competitions as a player. If you could please just share your initial feelings now that you're the head coach.
Yeah, increased blood pressure, elevated heart rate, the kind of stuff you talk with your doctor about. But the reality is super. It's a big privilege to be able to train this group and be involved with this national team. I was a player, libero, left side, and in and out of the program for about 20 years. I understand a lot what these guys are trying to do, and my job is to provide them with good opportunities to grow and execute, and that's my main focus right now. Obviously, there's a lot. This is a great venue, this unbelievable place here, and we're going to have enthusiastic support. Quebec City always supports their sports at a really high level. So that's where we are right now, and just, in the early season of the summer, you see all these players come back from their clubs, and you start to study them, and you see how they're trying to get back into, say, their national team systems and execute with. And then interesting right now is all the new players that you see, all the new faces, especially after the start of the quad and stuff like that. So you're going to see a great mix of young talent and some older fellas around here with some hardware. But yeah, so good luck to everybody there, and that's what we're doing.
Thank you, Dan. And last question, can you just touch on how the preparations have been leading up to this week with such a mixed group of experienced players and youth as well?
Yeah, it's been, the first thing I noticed right away was just the focus and the dedication by everybody. I got back a little bit late from the season. The French club season finishes late, and I had some really great help with assistant coaches and staff and some leadership from the players. So as you collect everybody from their club teams, you start to try to execute efficiently. You don't get too too crazy. You keep things simple, and you really focus in on what your current strengths are, and then reconnecting with those that you have played with before. So timing patterns, motor patterns, and then there's some new stuff that we're asking the guys to do, and this is really key to the growth of our younger guys. And then we have good leadership with Finn here and some other experienced players that help them, you know. But this is like the group we have right now. Like, I see it in their eyes, and I feel it when they train, and I'm very excited for them. And then it's just, you know, just get at it, get at the process, and allow yourself, you know, some time to grow. And that's a lot of importance for us, especially as a little bit of the younger guys coming in, is this opportunity to grow during VNL and to start to achieve great things as a group.
Thank you, Coach. Next up will be Finn McCarthy, the captain for Canada's volleyball team. Finn, how does it feel to be the captain of this team?
It's an honor for me. I mean, there's lots of good players that came before me and took the captain role, so yeah, it's a huge honor. I mean, first time, and I'm really enjoying it for sure.
Can you touch on perhaps the goals for your group in VNL, and then further along down the summer for World Championships, and then even a little bit longer into the quad for LA 2028?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't thought that far ahead in terms of the full quad, taking it week by week. But our number one goal is to learn and grow as much as we can. This VNL, I mean, we've got a bunch of young guys with not too much experience, so yeah, it'll be good for them to get matches in internationally, and I'm excited to see them grow for sure.
And how has it been for you as a more experienced player, having such a big group of youth with your training team leading up to this week?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not that experienced. Last summer was my first VNL, so I've been around a lot of years, but at the senior A level, I'm kind of new. So yeah, taking what experience I do have and sharing it with the young guys is kind of my role. And yeah, I'm working with them to try to bring them up to speed to the international level as fast as possible.
Okay, well, we're excited to see that evolve throughout the week as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Finn. From Bulgaria, team captain Ilya Petkov, middle blocker. Ilya, how has the preparations for your team gone so far leading up to your time here in Quebec?
Hello everyone. Preparation's been fine. Actually, more than fine. It's been unmatched comparing to previous seasons. So really happy with what we've done. The group has been full for not so much time, but let's say 80 or 90% of the players have been since day one of preparation. So really happy with the preparation we've done.
And let's see, you recently played several test matches in Poland as preparation. Can you touch on that experience for this group of Bulgarian players?
Yeah, matches in Poland have been tough, all of them. Not really happy with the end result, but I think the matches should prove helpful to us. Definitely spotted immediately a few key things that we should be working on, and we did after the friendly games. So yeah, happy also that we did play in the tournament. Yeah.
Now, your coach for the team is relatively new. Coach Blangini came on in 2024. How has it been bringing him into the program, and how have you guys been able to build your relationship so far?
I'm not gonna lie, it's been tough, especially last year. He's been pushing us a lot. I would personally say to the limit. I would suggest the other guys would say the same. So it's been tough, but I'm so grateful to be able to work with a coach of this caliber, of this level. He's been amazing, and I would say I've learned a lot in this small duration of time, like last summer and also this one. It's dense, considering the time period and the things that he learns, he teaches us, and has a lot of requirements that previous coaches didn't have. So it's been new, it's been challenging, but again, I'm happy. Yeah.
And final question, if you could touch on the two brothers of your team, Alexander and Moni Nikolov. Alexander played his season in Italy for Lube Civitanova, and Moni after winning the NCAA championship at Long Beach State. How has it been for them coming back into your practice gym?
As I said, the group has been full just like a couple of days before we went to Poland for the friendly games. So they had to integrate pretty fast. And but they did. Also, what I can say about them, they bring, especially when they're together, because Moni was with us last summer, but Alexander was not. And when they're together, they bring the competitiveness of practice, of everything. Even in the locker room, you can feel it. So I'm happy we have them both. And yeah, looking forward to see what the dynamic of the team will be in the competition.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ilya. From Germany, team captain and setter Jan Zimmerman. Jan, can you please share briefly how your preparations have gone for this year's VNL?
Yeah, thank you first for having us, and good morning, everybody. Yeah, we also have a pretty young team. Some older guys, they started a little bit later. Like myself. We also have been together for, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Like now with the full team, we also started all together just before the tournament in Poland, which we played as well. I think we have a lot of young guys. We're finding together day by day as a team and as also on and off the court. So yeah, we're still developing our game, and it's nice to see a lot of young people, like young players growing up now, and working with the A national team.
And can you specify any of those young players by name that you would expect the people watching will want to see play this week?
Yeah, I think we have 2 young, interesting middle blockers. Simon Tolvi, which is going to Trentino this season. We have Joscha Kunstmann, who played a really good season, and also Theo in Germany. They had a great Champions League. I think they were playing pretty well, and I think they will play a lot. I think people can be excited about them.
And if you could, please share with us what you consider to be your team's biggest strength coming into this week.
I think first of all, as a lot of teams which come from the Olympics, I think there are a lot of young players which are really hungry. I think also Winiarski is a coach which focuses a lot about block defense and to have his system. And I think that when we start to understand everybody what he wants and how we're going to play, because he also just started last week, then I think we should be a good team in especially block defense, because as I said, we have good new young middle blockers, and I think he has a pretty nice system to play block defense.
Thank you, Jan, and good luck this week. From Italy, team captain and setter Simone Ginelli. Simone, good morning. Your team has been in Canada for a few days now. You had a test match just against Canada, I believe, 2 nights ago. Can you touch on that and how it went for you guys?
First of all, hello to everyone. Yes, we played, I think 2 days ago against Canada in a very good hall, in a very good gym with a full crowd. So it was amazing for us. It was important for us to play with because also we are a young team, so we have to play, to improve, to watch where we can grow a little bit. And this friendly match against Canada was important for us because Canada is a great team that make us some trouble in that match. So we watched this video, we watched this match, and now we are focused to improve what we didn't do very good in this match.
Okay, thank you, Simone. Like many teams this week, quite a few notable players have been left off rosters and some younger players has come on. Italy is no different there. Obviously, Michieletto is not here, Balasso, Daniele Lavia, and Roberto Russo notably, but you had a very long season. You're a Champions League winner this year. Can you share with everybody how you're feeling and what you look to see, what you look to get out of this week for yourself?
For myself, the important thing is the team. But yes, I think that some players needs some rest, like you said, Balazzo, Michieletto, Russo. Unfortunately, this year it was an unfortunate year because he had a surgery on the back, so now he is recovering. But I hope for him that he will play this summer with us because he's very important for us. Yes, what I expect for this week, like the other players, the other captains say before, I think this week is important for us because it's the first week. This is the first time that we go in the court to play, to share the court together, to watch, to see what we can do inside the court together. So it's nice. It's a great opportunity to be here. It's a great opportunity to play against some best teams in the world. So we are great. We are glad and the honor to represent our country here in Canada.
And finally, Simone, of those younger players, who do you expect to see on the court and who are you most excited to see on your team compete for Italy this week?
I think that I expect a lot of Mattia Bonifante, the setter. He played an amazing season, so I think that he can do a very good job. But yes, now we have also Kamil Kliszki that he's playing for us, with us, and I'm excited to watch what he can do with the national team. So, but yeah, like I said before, the important thing is that the team are gonna play good, and I expect that we play with enthusiasm and with happiness inside the court.
Thank you very much, Simone. Good luck this week. We'll be back to you for some fan questions in just a few moments. We'll move forward to outside hitter and team captain from France, Trevor Clevno. Trevor, good morning. Bonjour.
Good morning.
Your team is the defending VNL champions. You're also a two-time Olympic gold medalist last summer. Congratulations winning in Paris. Can you share how your preparations with your group has gone leading up to this week's event?
So, hello everyone. We start like 3 weeks ago, I think 21 of May. We work a lot and we play two friendly game against the Czech Republic that we won. I think we have a really young team here. I think most of the part of the team is the first experience, international experience. So we will see. We have to work day by day, improve our level game by game, and see what we can do. For the moments we are like this, and it will be a great experience to play here in Canada.
Teams will be playing maybe extra hard against you this week?
This I don't know. We are focused on our identity, our system. We have to improve our level. This is the most important, I think, and the result will be only the consequence, I think.
Okay, thank you very much. Good luck. That concludes our formal question and answer session from up here. There's one thing to mention regarding the sixth team that is here in Quebec. That is Argentina. They're not represented up here at the table this morning because they've run into some traveling logistic issues and they arrive later on today to prepare for the event. So unfortunately, they are not represented. So we wish them safe travels on their way here to Quebec as they prepare to play tomorrow. We're going to open up the microphones now to some media questions. If there is anyone in the area that would like to ask a question to a player or coach, please step up or raise your hand and stay in your seat. We can bring a microphone to you. All questions do need to be in English, as we do not have a translator. We have one right behind you, Jonathan.
Bonjour. A question. My name is Jonathan from Volleyball TV. A question for Trevor. How is your hunger? How is your appetite for success after doing so well in Paris and the VNL? You're there on the top of Everest. How do you stay on the top of Everest?
That's a good question. I mean, the past is in the past, and we have to think only about the present and the future. And when we are here and at this table, and we just want to win every game and think like this, game by game, and that's all. This is what I think, what the team think, and every game are different, and we want to win every game. We don't want to think about the past, honestly.
There's a question right behind you, Jonathan.
Yes, hi, Manuel Talanos from the Chronicle Telegraph. This is a question for Mr. Lewis and Mr. McCarty. So I've been around in the sports industry in the last years, and I think it's fair to say that volleyball has grown a lot here in Quebec. How have you seen the receivement from the city for this event, and how do you think that this event is going to help to that growth in the next years?
Hi, thanks for the question. Historically, you know, Quebec City and Quebec itself is such an important piece of Canada, and one thing about Quebecers is they really are a fundamental cultural part of Canada, and they'll support each other and they'll support who comes to play here. So we've been welcomed and we're excited to be here. Okay, we've only been here at the Peps the other night playing, and already just tons of enthusiastic fans and people working hard together and helping the sport grow. And as we can see by the sales of the tickets here and stuff, it's going to be a fantastic event, and we're going to see once again just Quebec supporting their people and their country.
Yeah, I just want to add, playing this friendly match against Italy a couple days ago was an amazing experience. We sold out the Peps, and this was the first time I've ever seen a friendly match from the national team sell out. So this is, I think it's a good sign of the direction volleyball in Canada is headed, and the amount of support we get here is amazing, for sure.
Thank you for the question.
This one's for, was this on? It is. This one's for Ilya Petkov. Obviously, the Nikolov brothers are, the big stars of your guys' team, but what are some of the other younger players that are coming up through your program right now?
Yeah, for sure, they get a lot of attention, but except them, I'm excited to see our opposite, Veniantov. I think he's done an amazing season with his club, with Levski, and also what he's done in the friendly games in Poland, in preparation, in practice. So I'm genuinely excited to see what he has to offer in the upcoming weeks for VNL.
And now, obviously, Moni played last year without Alex, but there wasn't necessarily a target on your back. Now there's been a ton of media around him. Do you guys feel like you have a little bit more of a spotlight on you guys coming into this VNL?
I don't necessarily think that. I think we are considered to be underdogs as far as ranking, like the world classification is concerned. But we are just here to prove that we can win. So I don't think they are really affected by it. So I don't think it plays a role in anything. That's it. Yeah.
Thank you, Everett. Any other questions?
I mean, I can keep going if you want me to.
Help yourself. You got the good questions, Everett. Go ahead.
Dan, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, Dan, we were here competing in Quebec City in the second time Canada was in the World League. You played against the Netherlands. What has the growth of this team been like in 12 years? And, looking back at that time to now having gone to 3 Olympic Games, could you have imagined that type of growth back in 2013?
I'm trying to even picture that event, but yeah, it's being involved with this program, and really when Glenn Hogue took the team, and excuse me, and things changed a lot, and we had discussed that the other day. To think that it would get to this point, you know, you could only really hope, I guess, as a fan of volleyball myself and someone that just loves this team, and you always dream of it as a player, and you want to go, you know, you want the team to go to the Olympics, and having been part of that group that qualified for Rio and then really started it, and then to see it qualify again, and then now to be here in this event, it's a bit of a dream state scenario, and we just want to keep that momentum going, and we want to do as best we can for the team to continue to grow and have success, and with a bunch of new faces, and it's almost like a surreal feeling, you know, because playing so long and then doing the development part in Canada, but yeah, I'm excited to execute on the international stage, and I'm excited for these guys to relentlessly pursue that execution together. It's going to be great.
Finn, obviously you've worked with Dan over the past few years with the Next Gen team and the B team. You were the captain of that team last year as well. What's it been like getting to grow with Dan over the past few years, and how's it like been having him as the head coach?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, he's so passionate and so committed to the sport and the team that it's unbelievable. We've been doing a lot of technical work, which is really good for all the young guys, getting the basic mechanics down and mastering certain patterns of movement. This is going to be a key to our potential success in the future. But yeah, it's a dream to have a coach so passionate and so in love with the game of volleyball. It's really amazing.
You mentioned yourself that this is only your second VNL, that you're not that experienced, but you've had other experiences in the club world. You had to play in a Champions League this past year. You won your first Polish championship with Lublin. How are you going to be able to pull on those experiences to lead this young squad?
Yeah, I mean, in Lublin, I played with a lot of great players and learned a lot from them. I mean, I was going there and trying to soak up as much wisdom as I can from these experienced players, and going to try to give as much of that to the team as I can. Just through how we conduct ourselves as a team, and I think just try my best to share the wisdom I learned in the last few years of my international experience.
Question for Finn, just to follow that up. How much does the nationality of a coach matter? As in, if Dan is Canadian, you know what it is, you can kiss the badge or whatever you like, but the passion that is?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. Honestly, I think it's amazing to have a Canadian coach, but more important is this coach committed to our development, which we've had lots of coaches that are, and are they passionate and committed to the program? I think that's what we're looking for. Obviously, having a Canadian coach like Dan is amazing, but what I really value about Dan is his passion and his commitment, for sure.
And on that note, can I come to you, Ilya? What has Coach Blengini brought that is challenging? Because Simone will probably know about him, and you all know what he brings, but I'm just fascinated, and you're smiling, so it could be interesting what you say. What is it that he brings that challenged you so much then, to take you maybe to another level?
The thing that is challenging for us, I think, is mostly technical stuff, like his requirements for executing exactly what he needs us to do, like in regards to the system of our play, but also keeping our focus while the intensity of practice and games is high. This is another key element that he insists on us on improving. So I think these are the two main points that I can stress on. Yeah.
And if I may interject really fast, I'd like to ask Jan Zimmerman the same question about your coach, Polish legend volleyball player, Coach Winiarski. How has his influence been on your national team?
Oh, I think we have been gifted also in the past. I think we had Andrea Gianni before, and I think it was a great gift that also Vinia started with us. I think he's so well in like leading the team on and off the court and makes a difference. I think he's close to the team. He understands players. He understands issues they have, and yeah, I think he's so good in, let's say, triggering us in some things, that he doesn't accept some small mistakes, which are also in contact with focus. He wants us to be there all the time, mentally, and prepare practice and be mentally prepared, because yeah, it makes a difference. And he's a coach that he loves to have fun. He loves to enjoy what he's doing, and this makes so many players better, I think. And he helps us a lot to share this joy for the sport.
Thank you, Jan. Everett, one more question?
Yeah, for Mr. Klivno, Trevor, your country has obviously had a lot of success in the past 10 years, a lot of growth from first winning the World League back in 2015 to now. But what's most exciting looking at your squad is the amount of young players. You've seen a lot of success at those junior age groups. How excited are you specifically to get to play with some of these younger guys to continue that legacy of French volleyball?
I'm so happy to play with them. They have like really good skills, honestly. And I think also that now all the team are preparing Los Angeles, and this young generation are here because they have good skill, they play good volleyball, and we are also thinking about this, about Los Angeles. So it's nice, they have to work a lot, and that's all. We will see how they play this week, but they are good volleyball player, and they will show you that they can compete at this level.
One last one for Gianelli as well. Simone, Italy has a long storied history of volleyball success, but the VNL specifically has been a place where you haven't seen that much success. Since 2018, you haven't medaled. Looking back at the World League, the last medal was 2013, and the last gold was 2000, which is a long time for a country as skilled as and good as yours. What is it about the VNL that Italy just doesn't seem to get the results, and are you guys going to be looking to medal this year?
Yes, for sure. Like you said, last year's VNL for us was like a little bit unfortunately, and at the end, at the finals, we didn't play so good, so we didn't reach a medal. A couple of years ago, we lost against Japan in the bronze medal match. So yes, we won this medal because it's a very good tournament. VNL it's very difficult because you play a lot around the world. You have to travel a lot. At the end, you have to play a final 8 that it's very difficult because you play difficult matches against great teams. So we are here to like I said before, to improve our game, our volleyball, to let them some young players play like the other teams, I think. But of course, our goal is to reach the finals and to go there to compete. Yes.
Another question, Simone. As a captain, you're a very experienced club and internationally. How is your role to bring young players through to the new young players, as you say, to develop them and make them feel at home so that they do justice to their talent? How can you help them? What is your technique as a captain?
Yes, I'm here to do this because I want to stay with them. It's an honor to be the captain of the national team, and I rest not so much because I had like 1 week after the final of Champions League, but my dream is to play with the national team and to help these young players to elevate his levels. No? So I think that we have a lot of players that played a lot in Italy. So I think that this is a fortune for us. We are lucky because we have a great championship in Italy, so they can play a lot. But yes, the summer is different because the level is very high. I think is different. So I'm here to grow with them, to push a lot with them, to make them present, to understand together how what we have to do to grow up together. So I think that I'm here to do this, and of course to enjoy the court together with them.
Okay, thank you for those questions. We're going to move on now to fan questions for players and maybe one for Coach Lewis. These questions have been sourced from social media platforms and local organizers. We'll start with Finn. You touched on this a moment ago. You just wrapped up a season playing in Poland where you were teammates with Wilfredo Leon, one of the best outside hitters in the world. The question from the fans want to know, what is the biggest thing that you learned from playing with Leon?
Yeah, that's a good question. Firstly, it was an honor to play with him. He's a great player, and not only a great player, he's a really good person. Yeah, I think the biggest thing I learned from him is that you just keep moving forward regardless of what happens. And that mentality leads to success. I think the past is in the past is the mentality, and you can't change it. So you learn from it, and then you keep moving forward. Whether you win easy or you lose a hard match, you just keep taking steps forward in the right direction, and you will arrive at success. Yeah.
Good learning lessons there, indeed. For Coach Lewis, from a fan in Canada, have you ever played beach volleyball competitively?
In another life. Yep, I was with the national team early. I had success when I was young. I was just a little bit more physical than the people, and not great mentally. I played both beach and indoor, and I would jump between. In Canada, you know, you have 4 seasons, but there's 2 seasons of volleyball. And I would jump a lot back and forth. So we, in 1997, I played in the FIVB qualifier in Toronto to qualify for the qualifier to play the FIVB qualifier. So
formerly known as the country quota.
Yes.
Yes.
So back in those days, it was difficult. And I got to play in Toronto at Asperger's Bay. In that tournament, it was sponsored by like Labatt Blue or something, and we were in the main draw, and it was great. I was 20, and the highlight of that tournament was playing St. John Smith and Ricky Ludes, and we beat them on the boardwalk. It was awesome. To beat St. John was amazing, and then I never won another game.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to wrap it up, actually.
Yeah, nice work.
We'll go over to Ilya Petkov. Ilya, a question from the fans. Your favorite place to stay in Bulgaria?
My favorite place? My hometown in Varna. It's on the beach. It's amazing, especially during the summer. So that's that. Yeah.
Okay, and for Jan Zimmerman, which team are you most looking forward to playing against this week?
Oh, that's a difficult one. I mean, it's always nice to play against Italy because I will play there now the 5th season, I guess, and it's like my second home right now. So it's always nice to play against players who I know, who I play against for some years. On the other hand, I mean, I respect all the teams, and yeah, still it's something special to play also against France because they're Olympic champions, and you always want to beat them. It's just what it is. Yeah, but I mean, this tournament is on such a high level that you compete all the time on the highest level, which is always nice. I mean, everybody has every team has their big names and big stars. And I think in this tournament it's just important to stay on a certain level, because physically it's tough, and compete on your max all the time.
Thank you for that. Simone, a question from the fan. If you could swap lives with any other athlete for a day, who would it be and what would you do?
Oh, it's difficult, eh? Oh. So, I don't know. I have to think about it. So another player, sir? I don't know, with Trevor, I think, because yes, he's doing incredible things, like last years from Tokyo. They deserve to be two-time Olympics champions, because they are playing amazing, Trevor and all the French team. So I never won a Olympic gold medal, so maybe one day with this gold medal here it will be good. So it's
because you want to be outside.
I want to spike.
That was another fan question, actually. Would you ever want to be an outside hitter?
Yes.
Okay, we'll move along to Trevor. Your fan question that came in from social media. What is the most important lesson that you have learned from playing volleyball? And how do you apply that to inspire a younger generation of volleyball players?
I think it's like connected question. I mean, when we play volleyball, the most important is the spirit that we can put on the court and every day during practice. And this spirit, we can copy that also during the life. And this is the most important, I think, to fight every day, to practice 100%. And that's what I think, that this is the most important, to give his maximum every day.
Well, as a father of young volleyball players, I appreciate that answer very much. There's one more question from the media that will be spoken in French and then asked through a translator. So, Nico, do we have that set up? Questions right over here.
Oui, bonjour. Richard Boutin, Journal de Québec. Ma question s'adresse à Trevor. Qu'est-ce que ça représente pour la France de jouer ici au Canada, au Québec, dans une ville francophone? Est-ce que ça a un cachet particulier?
What's represent for them, for the team France, playing right here in this French situation we have right here in Quebec City? So how do you feel with the Village Gaulois?
Yeah, we are really happy to play here in Quebec. I hope that the gym will be full of fans and support us also against Canada. But now we are just happy to be here. It's a nice country, and we are happy to be here.
Okay, thank you for that. And would you mind answering it in French?
On est vraiment content d'être ici. On espère que la salle va être pleine, avec plein de supporters français aussi contre le Canada. Et voilà, on est juste super content de jouer ici au Canada. Ça va être un super moment.
Thank you very much, Robert. Any final other questions from the media before we... Oh, Dan, you have a statement.
I have a question. I have a question, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Who's starting tomorrow? You're gonna save me a little bit of work there, bud?
If I would know.
That's it? Anybody else want to add into that? Starters? Simone? Trevor? No? Ilya? I think we can, yeah? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the questions. Thank you for the fans that submitted those questions through social media. Just a quick highlight on the host city, Quebec City here. It is the capital of the province of Quebec. It's one of the oldest and most beautiful cities in North America. It's home to a population of 717,000 inhabitants in the greater Quebec City area. It has also been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It has a vibrant hub of French-speaking culture with a touch of European charm by its historic downtown area. It's a welcoming and lively city among some of the most active residents in all of Canada. It's famed for its hospitality. It's got a strong volleyball community as well, and we'll hopefully see that this weekend by large numbers of fans in the arena. And this arena, the Videotron Center, is one of the most beautiful and most modern sports arenas in all of Canada. And it's the second largest indoor arena in Quebec. It stands 40 meters tall, capacity of 18,000, and opened in September of 2015. So with that, we would like to thank the media, all you attending here in person today for this opening press conference for the first week of VNL here in Quebec. On behalf of Volleyball World and Volleyball Canada and all the players, captains, coaches here up on the stand, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to be here. The volleyball action starts tomorrow on Wednesday, that's June 11th, with 3 matches. The first match beginning at 11 a.m., Bulgaria versus Italy. If you guys want to trade starting lineups, you can do so right now. Then at 4:30, it's Argentina taking on defending VNL champions in France. And then the nightcap is Canada hosting Germany. So Dan, good luck on getting that starting lineup before the first serve. That'll conclude our press conference. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you all week here at the VNL. Thank you.